Okay, on this demonstration, we're going to show you how simple the vapor carb actually acts with all the, as they say, tricks of the trade, trying to fool people, making them believe that they're making plasma or other type of fuel. What I have here is distilled water. Basically, they use that for electrolysis, and some transmission fluid. But first, we're going to start this up again. And we're going to do a couple of conversions and show you exactly what, and I'll explain to you what is going on. First, we're going to start this up. Right now, we're running on vapor. Right now, I'm running on vapor. This is a vapor carb here. As you can see, it's boiling. If I put my hand over it, it dies right out. So it strictly runs off the vapor. Now what I'm going to end up doing is pouring water in it. Let me first disconnect this to show you it's not going to start. I'll hook this back up. And it'll start right up. As you can see. So now what we're going to do is add water. This is some of the tricks you see all the time. As you can see, I have my little tube down there. We're going to throw some water. We're going to make some plasma. Okay, so now we got half water, half gasoline. Will this run? That's the important thing. Will this actually run? Will I actually create some unknown fuel to actually make this run even longer? As you can see, we got everything hooked up. So we're going to start this up. Now, what is going on? I'm actually just agitating the fumes. I'm agitating the fumes in this and not the water itself. And now we're going to put some yucky oil. So it should smoke like a pig. So we're going to put some oil in here. Transmission fluid. Oh yeah. Let's make some special formula that's going to run like crazy. It's a secret formula only everyone knows about. It's called mixture of chemicals, which is basically different elements, thinking that we actually create some type of special fuel, when in fact all I'm actually burning is the fumes of the gasoline. Because I've seen some people claim even pickle juice. Well, this is pretty much how a vapor carb works. It's a very old concept. It's actually been developed in the late 30s and actually did show some very promising results. Number one, a very good clean burn. But for some reason, in the early 60s and going into the 70s, they were looking into electronic control systems. That's when you start to come out with the ECMs and the fuel injection systems, which basically really throws too much fuel in the vehicle today. So it gives you a pretty good idea. They're very, very clean burning systems, but most problem people have is there are very little information on how they're actually designed. That's as simple as you can get, and that's constructing a jar and put a tube down it, and it works very well. Now, also what's so good about this, right now I have some fermentation working right out here. This is actually done. This is actually alcohol, which is already fermented for 3 days, and I should put a cap over it, but it's okay. And what this actually is a fuel. But what we're going to do, we're not going to distill it, because you know how the government doesn't like us to do things. So we're going to just let the engine pull the vapor completely out of it by just picking up to about 160 degrees and just running it completely from this, which will, it's basically a fuel. It's pure alcohol, about 190 proof when you fermentate, when you vaporize all that out of there, and gives you a pretty good idea. But don't let people fool you with some of these scams. Now, if you look at this jar now, what's happening, now you see some of the real tricks of it. What's happening is the water is now settling to the bottom. The oil and gas is going to eventually separate also from the transmission fluid. So you're going to have 3 different layers of chemicals, and even water itself is going to show down below. But these are the tricks, and what's going to happen is if you run this for a long period of time, eventually you're going to burn all the flammable gases out of this system, and you're going to have a leftover of basically gunk. And that's basically water and gunk. So pretty much you could do anything with that. So it gives you a pretty good idea of what that is. So that gives you a real simple demonstration of how a vapor carb works. And the cool thing about it is that this system actually works very efficiently. Let me get some air. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.